right outside of the mob scene of people for our free Panic at the Disco show right here at City Hall Plaza in Boston. Dude,
Yeah.
how excited are you?
Oh, my God. I'm so stoked. I was just saying, like, it's pretty awesome. We get to do free shows. You get a massive, broader range of people, and it just makes the show insane every time. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's few and far between, but when it happens, it's nuts.
Now, you guys are, pumping the single Hallelujah. We've been playing that for a while.
Yeah.
Where did that song come from? It kind of just came out.
Yeah.
So how did that come about?
That came about kind of the same way. I was writing with a couple friends, and just finished the song, and I figured, I'll just show management, just ask opinions, see what they think, whatever. Sent it to them. They're like, hey, cool, we're gonna put it out in a week. I was like, I don't have an album yet, so do you guys want to wait for me to put it out? They're like, nope, finish the album. I was like, okay, you mean write an album? Because I have nothing. So it just kind of happened that way. Like, they heard the song, they liked it. They're like, cool, we're gonna put it out. I was like, awesome. I mean, I don't hate it, but now I just got to get my ass to work.
Now, let's talk about the album. Is there something in the works? Where are you at with that?
Yeah. I finished the album. We're going into mastering. Actually, it's just being mastered right now. So that's the part of it I have nothing to do with, because it's complex, I'm sure, but I know nothing about it. I think they just make it sound good for radio,
We appreciate that.
Yeah, and I appreciate it.
Now, do you have a title for the album? Do you have any information on it?
Yeah, I have a couple titles centering around, it's very party-centric, some nudity.
Okay.
Actually, lots of gratuitous amounts of nudity.
Yeah. So rated R, at least. Maybe NC-17?
Maybe NC-17.
Okay.
I'm thinking Showgirls. I'm thinking, it's going to be pretty nuts.
When I was a kid, I remember when Showgirls came out, and that was a theater that your parents rushed you by to go see whatever with Fern Gully.
Okay. Yeah. Anytime you go to dinner, you have to walk right by it.
Seriously.
Fern Gully.
You remember that movie?
Yeah, of course.
That movie was awesome. Well, we're not saving any trees out here, but I will tell you that it's a free show.
Yeah.
And we were talking about this before. Like you said, it's great because people that may have never been able to see you, or maybe their first show, this is not a venue we're at, though. This isn't like a House of Blues or like the Orpheum in Boston or anything like that. This is a place where not a lot of concerts actually take place.
Which is even cooler, man. That's so crazy. And you were saying earlier that you had talked to a couple of fans that flew from Texas.
Yeah.
So you're getting people that fly in, from Texas. That's so crazy to me. That's the coolest thing for a free show. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, and it's out here in this plaza where I love the outdoor thing. It just has a completely different vibe than, a theater, which we love to play. I love being in a theater. We can dress it up the way we want for whatever kind of show we want to put on. And this is just something like, all these massive just groups of people that, like you said, may not have gone to a show before, but now it's free. They're out here just having a good time, and I hope we just get real sweaty.
But now let's go back to the song Hallelujah. Now you kind of, like you said, you kind of handed it over and said, what do you guys think? It's in radio. We've been playing it.
Yeah.
Where did that song come from, inspiration? Where's that, whole Hallelujah vibe come from within you, or where did you come from with that song?
Well, I grew up very religious. I was a part of the Mormon faith, and that was a huge part of my life. And it's something I can't really deny because it's such a big part of my culture and part of my family, and just traditionally it's something that's a huge part of just my history. So I don't consider myself religious anymore at all, but spirituality kind of takes different forms for me. When I'm playing a gig, there's a lot of spiritual moments where I start to get choked up, where it's like, oh my God, there's these people that want to see me play, do something that I have the biggest passion for, and, to be able to have an outlet like this just creates an even bigger kind of church, as it were. So that was really, it was kind of like a send-off to, just to send out to the fans. I call them my sinners, ironically, just it's fun. But it was really touching on that, but I was also talking about personal stuff for me where I may have felt guilty in the past, but I was able to, with that song, kind of let that past go, let it die off, as it were, and just kind of accept who I am now, and moving ahead is that, accepting the responsibility of the things that I may have done wrong or may have regretted from the past, but able to move forward and celebrate, hey, this is who I am now. We can stand up and rejoice and make it beautiful.
Very cool. Again, Jason Ross here, Radio 99, chatting with Brendon
Urie
here at Panic at the Disco. Now, through the years of you guys, having, major hits over the past, 10, 11 years?
Yeah, 10 years or 11 years. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
and I look out here, and the crowd is so mixed now. Like, you have people that might have been in high school during those days that now are, like, in their early 30s or hitting 30 in that age group. You have high school people. You have everybody. Like, how does that feel to you to reach all these different generations of people and as they grow? Like, a decade has gone by.
Yeah.
Those fans are still there, and then you're still making tons of new fans, especially the ones right up front.
Yeah, that's yeah, which is awesome. Yeah, it's like I would imagine it's every artist's dream to be able to just broaden the listeners. I mean, to have just people from all walks of life, every different just genre lover. Like, oh, I'm mostly hip hop, but I like your band. That's the coolest thing to me. People that want to branch out and take a chance on my band is, I mean, that's like the reason I'm doing it. It's not, I'm not one of those guys that's like, oh, I'm just writing music for me. I'm so not. I'm writing it because I want to celebrate. I want to party. I want to come out here and play, and I want to interact with people, and I want to just have a good time and, get a good gauge on like what everybody likes to do. It's just, party centric, man.
So as for those people right up front, if there was a band playing here for free, what band would it take for you to be right up front? I mean, like getting out here like 13 hours before the show starts. Who would it be?
If we could raise Freddie Mercury from the dead and have Queen play.
Yeah. You might have a few people in line with you.
I would imagine so.
Yeah.
No, that would be insane. But I don't know, who I've wanted to see for a long time and I still haven't been able to catch them is Run the Jewels. They're just like, they're super talented dudes. I still want to see Kendrick. I just haven't had a lot of time. Like, Kendrick Lamar is crazy, man. I think that dude's so talented. But, who's an up-and-comer that I still want to see is Halsey. She's, like, super cool. And that album, it's awesome. The writing is really good.
Yeah, that's one of those records that's just taking off.
Oh,
like, people,
yeah.
And she's got that vibe. Like, she has, like, the cool vibe. She seems, like, authentic enough.
Oh, totally.
Like, this thing, I'm not going to lie. It's like when you start throwing out, like, Biggie and Nirvana, and I'm like, does that just rhyme? Or does that count?
It
but
does rhyme with marijuana, which is awesome.
I wonder if she wrote that and said, you know what? Anybody got a word that rhymes with marijuana?
Nirvana, dude. That rhymes. Holy
You should be working a record. But no, so again, we can expect a new record later this year, but forget about the record. Tonight, this is insane. Like, seriously, this crowd is going nuts.
Already.
We appreciate the song's awesome.
Thanks,
we appreciate
man.
it. We look forward to more of it, and just thank you so much for coming to Boston and doing the show.
Of course, man. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
You sinners, stand up, sing hallelujah. Show praise with your body, stand up, sing hallelujah. And if you can't stop shaking, lean back, let it move right through you. And say your prayers, say your prayers, say your prayers.